Well, I did a lawn garden tour of the new lot garden, so I figure I might as well do another lawn garden tour of the original garden. I was gonna say most of the things that are outside the fence are done blooming, but you can see there's some foxgloves that I cut back the main stalk of the main plant, and there's a couple new beautiful faces here. I have some volunteer marigolds that are making themselves happy. Over here I have my leeks and my other onions that are going to seed. I don't really know what I'm doing there. I have all these corn cockle or agrostemma that have gone to seed, so I need to harvest those soon, although I might just let some of them self-seed. These foxgloves also have another few second set of blooms going. The cosmos have really taken off. Those are completely self-sown. Oh my goodness, my oregano, I missed harvesting it and it's gone to flower now. My daisy aster, I don't even understand what happened here. I don't know if a deer did this. It doesn't look like deer damage just because it goes back so far. It's like 3 or 4 feet deep. So I'm not sure what happened. I've never had any problems with that. You can see my lilies here. They're probably at their peak. So that's fun and exciting. They look pretty beautiful here through the fence. My gladiolas are all crazy. I don't think I planted them deep enough, and maybe I need to stake them in addition to that, but that's a project for another time. I've got one of my color jarrow in there that I think is so beautiful. And then over here I have I've done a short on this, but the bee balm and the echinacea and the yarrow that I just think is so beautiful. It's really funny to me when I see weeds as I'm doing this video. I see over here there's a morning glory that is climbing up in all its glory. I'll talk to you about the morning glory while I'm sharing the beauty of the yarrow and echinacea and bee balm. I have this memory of my mom being in my garden with me, and she was pulling out the morning glory, and she was like, "This just chokes everything out." And I was a new gardener then. This was probably like the first or second year of having my garden here, and I just listened to her, and I didn't have my mind made up on the morning glory. But then a few years later, I was reading a book and it was talking about morning glory seeds and how the seeds can lie in dormancy for up to 25 years before they germinate and take over. And I looked at all the little morning glories I had allowed to continue growing and seeding themselves, and I started ripping them out like crazy. I have definitely noticed a decrease in the morning glories, but we'll see how how that works out for me. But I do try to get them out before they go to seed. All right, we're inside the fence now, and here I have 3 beds here that I had made that had my tulips grow in them, and I was intending to kind of dismantle those beds, but here we are in mid-July and they're still here. I've got my little baby baptisia. They are in tiny little pots and a lot of them ended up dying, sadly, but such is life. I've got my calendula. I've really been enjoying the calendula this year. I planted more than I've ever planted, and it's something that I would like to grow more of. I just really like their happy faces. I know some people don't particularly like them, but I really do. Because I could see this so clearly, I had already taken the video away, but this guy is past its prime, but I just love the calendula seeds. Those green ones there, I feel like they look like little worms. The first time that I saw them, I had saved some calendula that had been growing in my mom's garden, and I had just put the whole flower in a bag, and later when I dumped it out, I thought that the bag was infested with worms when it was in fact the seeds of the calendula. So that was funny. Here's an inside view of the lilies. There's also agrostemma here that's still blooming. It's not quite as tall as the ones outside the fence, but it's fun that it still has some color. And then here's my lisianthus bed. I really love them, but I definitely need to get to know them better so that I can cut them and enjoy them inside and share them. I have random places where I've planted basil, and that's been super fun this year because we like to make pizza, and I love having fresh basil on my pizza. This guy is really happy. I probably should have harvested some of him for our pizza this weekend. Here's a little bashful dahlia. That bloom's a little past its peak. This guy survived the winter unprotected and was a bit of a surprise. Here's some lilies. Oh, I didn't realize I had that white lily there. I'm gonna try stepping over the bed to get closer. Ooh. I don't remember that guy. Well, that's fun. I think they're so beautiful. I have this big patch of black-eyed Susans that is about to start opening, but not quite. I really should probably move this out of the fence because they seed so readily. But that's not at least until this fall. I saved a bunch of the Sweet William seeds, and a couple of them have rebloomed a little bit, so that's fun. I think that they're so sweet and beautiful. I can see why somebody named them Sweet William. Here's my crazy tomato patch and my fallen down sunflower. I can't decide if I should leave them or leave the sunflower, cut it soon. I'll probably wait until most of the blooms have passed their peak. This guy's not quite as horizontal. Here in these guys, this is, I think it's a Maximilian sunflower, and I was hoping it would stay upright, and some of it has, but you can see some of it is drooping everywhere. Oh my goodness, this is, what is this guy? I'm forgetting its name. It's a native. I probably should have cut it back so that it wouldn't be quite so tall. Oh my goodness, I'm completely blanking on its name. I'll put it in the comments if I remember. This area is crazy. There is woodland poppy. There are violets everywhere. The snapdragons are just like flopping over and then growing like crazy. It's a little overwhelming. Oh, my potatoes are over there. I have not done a good job of continuing to mound them. I have some flowers on some of them, so I guess we'll just see. We'll just see how that goes. Oh my goodness, I see a ton of blueberries that need to be picked over here on this blueberry bush. I think, oh, look at this. My first black-eyed Susan inside the fence here is open. Such a happy face. The sky is almost completely open. Here's my snapdragons. I shared about this last year, but these snapdragons here are actually from this original plant. This plant flopped over in a storm, and it was just all completely across this path. And so I cut it and I stuck these guys in the ground, and then I watered them really well, and they've all rooted, and so that's exciting. There's so much to share. It is a wild and crazy jungle here. Oh, there's another black-eyed Susan over there that's blooming. The jewelweed completely took over this area between the jewelweed and the violets. It's a little crazy. I've decided that after, here's this agrostemma. This is the first year that I grew the white agrostemma corn cockle. And then I have this dark colored bachelor buttons over here. They're kind of past their prime. They're flopped over also. I don't know if the roots had trouble getting through. I had put down paper underneath the compost, and so I don't know if the roots didn't get to go very deep. But after those have bloomed, I'm planning to just sheet mulch this whole thing to kind of try to start over and get things under control. I probably need to dig some of the violets out. Here's my rhubarb. I probably should have harvested some of this, but I had just moved it last year and I didn't know if that was a good idea or not. So I left it. Here's my other rhubarb down here at the end of this bed that I just can't get over how crazy big it is. Again, I don't know if I should have harvested some of this, but this is only its second year. Like, it's like 18 months old. Not even, probably like 16 months old. So it didn't seem like I should harvest it. All right. I think we're almost to the end of this long tour. I just want to come over and show my blueberries. I'll harvest these after I end. I'm very excited about them. Don't tell my family, but most of them don't make it inside. It's hard to remember to bring a container to put them in. But here's my crazy jungle garden. I still don't remember the name of this plant that's so big. I know it's a native. That's all I remember. Oh, I have these, oh my goodness, my brain is not working today. What is the name of this? Ground cherries. They readily self-seed, and so I have allowed them to do that because that seems to be what I do. Is it crazy to be sharing my jungle garden with you? I don't know. Here's my mum. My mum, it is taking over too. I probably need to give more of that away this fall or next spring. But we'll see. I noticed here I have these evening primroses, and they seem to be like a trap crop for the Japanese beetles. I haven't seen very many Japanese beetles on my dahlias, and I had been pulling these guys out, but when I realized that the Japanese beetles were like decimating them, I thought, oh, I should probably leave them as a trap crop so that they don't move to my dahlias. So that is never something that I've really done. I mean, I still didn't do it intentionally. They spread themselves without without any intention on my part, but I am leaving them intentionally. Oh, another thing, maybe this will be the last thing I share. This, now I think it's called dog bane? I thought it was a milkweed because it has the same property, like when you break it off, it's like milky. So I'd been leaving it. Now that I know it's something different, I need to think about where I actually want to let it grow. Because this is a path under here. It's clearly overgrown. It's one of the brick paths. But you can't even see the bricks because of all the clover and everything growing here. And this, I think it's dogbane. But it just has taken over everywhere. I need to make sure to not let it go to seed, but we'll see. Clearly, I'm not doing a very good job right now of controlling the growth of much. All right, this is what I'm gonna leave you on. My echinacea. Have a good day and happy gardening.